Hello there and welcome to the channel. In this video, I'll be talking about how I set up my Revelator mic when game streaming, which I sometimes do on weekends over Facebook so my friends can watch me play. The Revelator USB mic is an awesome piece of gear. Other than being a great sounding mic, it's got features built in that can help make managing live stream audio a whole lot easier. And throughout this video, as I show you how to set it up, I'll go over some of the reasons why this mic is a must-have for any streamer or content creator. Now, before you get started on setting up the mic, make sure to register your hardware. This is a really important step, so make sure you follow the whole registration process. Then download and install the mic's companion software, Universal Control. Now let's take a look at the hardware connections. At the bottom of the mic, you'll see the USB-C port and the headphone out. Go ahead and make those connections. At the bottom of the mic, you'll also find a mounting thread. Use this along with the included adapter if you want to use a mic arm, which I highly recommend. This minimizes the amount of keyboard noise or desk vibrations that the mic may pick up. On the mic, you'll find a multifunction push encoder, and by default, serves as the headphone volume. Pushing down on the encoder will mute the mic. The preset button allows you to switch between or disable the mic presets, while the monitor button gives you access to additional functions to the encoder. I won't go through all the functions in this video, so make sure to read the manual or check out the link I've put in the description below. With the mic now connected, let's open Universal Control. And here, we can confirm that the mic is detected by the computer. There's also a bunch of other info and settings here that you can simply leave at default. What you should pay attention to though, is if the software notifies you about a firmware update. Do this first before trying to set up the mic. You won't miss it. There will be a big green button that says Update Firmware. This makes sure you won't have any compatibility issues and that you benefit from any improvements done to the mic software. Now let's open the Revelator user interface. Here you'll see the different channels and their respective level faders. The mic channel, playback, plus virtual A and B. This allows you to adjust the levels of the mic and other audio sources, along with other controls like mute, panning, and even effects like reverb. On the right, you're gonna see the different mixes, the main output, and mixes A, B, and C. These are the different mixes that go out to the headphones and other software destinations like OBS or Discord. They'll make more sense later as we move along. Let's also quickly look at the advanced settings page. There's a couple of things there that I like to check. I like to turn on global mute, which mutes the channel on all mixes altogether, and I use the cardioid mic setting for my typical live stream setup. Now let's go to the Windows audio settings. Here you'll see the Revelator mic shows up as multiple devices. This corresponds with the channels in the user interface. We have playback and virtual A and B. Let's use playback as our audio output device. I'm leaving the input device as is because I'll be setting up Discord later using custom settings anyway. As you can see, when we play back audio, it will come into the playback channel. And we then use the fader to adjust its volume going into the different mixes, to the headphones, and to any of the other mixes which could be going out to Discord or your stream. Now let's set up Discord to use the Revelator mic. Go to User Settings and into Voice and Video. Let's select Mix B as the input device and use Virtual B as the output. So here in the Revelator user interface, we know that Discord will be coming into this Virtual B channel, which we can rename to make it easier for us to see what the channel is assigned to. And Mix B will be the mix going out to Discord. And let's rename this as well. With this mixer, you can customize the audio mix going out to Discord conversations. I'll of course add in my mic channel, and I have the option to send back any audio from my computer. Of course, you wouldn't want to send Discord to itself, since that may cause unwanted feedback. With the mic all set up for Discord, let's take a quick look into the microphone tweaks available. The Revelator gives you different options to add tweaks to your voice, depending on your technical know-how. You can start by simply choosing from the built-in presets, which you do by turning the preset knob. The broadcast presets are a good starting point for your typical voice content. We also threw in a bunch of fun effects presets in there, so go give them a try. Another way is by adjusting different parameters like gate, EQ, and compressor by using the drop-down selection and choosing different parameter options. This gives you a more customized tweak that may work better with your voice. without having to go too deep into the different settings and parameters. Now, if you really want to nerd out on microphone settings, the Revelator also allows access to advanced channel processing controls by clicking on this icon. This opens up more mic processing controls, which allows you to dig deep into the different parameters. So go ahead and tweak all you want. And after you get that perfect vocal setting, go ahead and save it as your own custom preset. Just click here, select an empty preset slot, rename, and save your user preset. Whatever your personal preference may be when it comes to how your voice should sound like, one setting you should make sure to get right is gain. You can adjust gain from the mic itself or from the user interface. The goal is basically to get the gain as high as possible without clipping the signal, which you'll know when you see this red indicator. Talk into the mic as you normally would and turn the gain up until you get a nice healthy signal going in. If you start seeing it hit the red, back it up a little. It's a good thing to point out right now that all this processing happens in the Revelator's built-in digital signal processor, or DSP. This is processing done in the mic itself, and it's not adding any load to your computer CPU. So don't worry about losing any frames in-game. All this audio processing will not affect your computer's performance one bit. Okay, now I have my game and OBS open, so let's set up for a stream. First, I want to assign my game to a virtual channel, so that I have better control of the audio going out to the broadcast. I'm gonna open up sound settings in Windows again and go into the advanced sound options. And what I'm going to do is assign my game to use Virtual A as its audio output. This way, the game audio has its very own channel in the mixer. In OBS, I'm gonna go ahead and create an audio input source. I'll be using the Revelator's Mix A as my stream mix. So let's rename this audio input source as such. And here in the properties, I'll choose Revelator Mix A as the device. We can now go to the Revelator's user interface and start sending audio to our broadcast. Let's go to Mix A, which we can rename to OBS Mix. And here, of course, we want to send the mic channel as well as the game. I also have the option to add in my desktop audio, but I won't do that since I don't want any Windows notifications going out to my stream. I can also add and adjust the level of audio coming from Discord. What's cool about this mixer app is I can really customize the audio in a lot of different ways. Now I'm gonna mix what I hear in my headphones by going into the main mix and adding all the channels I want to hear, which is basically everything. Clicking on this headphone icon in the different mixes lets you listen in on what's going on in that mix. Really handy when you want to check how your stream mix is sounding. And there you go. All you need to do now is finish up your OBS setup, set up your scenes, enter your stream key, and you're ready to broadcast with awesome sounding audio thanks to the Revelator mic. And one last thing before I go, make sure to check out the UC Surface app. You can run this app from an Android or iOS mobile device and get access to the Revelator's controls. With this app, you'll be able to adjust levels, mute channels, and basically tweak any setting while you are streaming live, without having to click away from your game. It's super convenient to use. And all you have to do to get this working is to make sure that your computer and the mobile device are on the same Wi-Fi network. Okay, that's it for me today. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.